On board a Cessna plane, the Philippine Coast Guard flew over the West Philippine Sea on Tuesday to check on the China Coast Guard's persistent presence on Philippine territory. CNN Philippines was among a handful of journalists granted access to the PCG's so-called Maritime Domain Awareness flight. From Puerto Princesa City, we are now proceeding to Ayungin Shoal to check on the situation in the area. This amid reports that Chinese vessels continue to surround the BRP Sierra Madre. Several minutes into the flight, we were greeted with a roaming text message, "Welcome to China," indicating that China's telco service is more powerful in this part of the Philippines. Moments later, and as expected, the PCG plane gets a radio message. In a garbled transmission, the China Coast Guard ordered the PCG aircraft to turn back and leave the area. The PCG pilots pushed back, saying it was their right to patrol national territory. Then they also demanded that China Coast Guard, as well as about 30 Chinese militia boats intruding in Sabina and Ayungin Shoals, both within the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone, to leave. The Navy's BRP Sierra Madre, which is serving as an outpost, is aground in Ayungin.
We always document their presence. We make sure na meron tayong photos na magagamit ng Department of Foreign Affairs to follow up on the diplomatic protest that we did last week.
The Philippines protested the February 6 incident when the China Coast Guard directed its laser on a PCG vessel near Ayungin. Their latest aerial patrol, the PCG says, is part of their mandate to secure the West Philippine Sea and in compliance with President Marcos's directive.
This country will not lose 1 inch of its territory. We will continue to uphold our territorial integrity and sovereignty in accordance with our Constitution and with international law.
Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Artemio Abu also in Palawan to rally their personnel serving in the front lines to counter China's aggressive actions.
Malinaw ang pahayag ng ating Pangulo sa lahat ng engagement that what is ours will remain to be ours.
Filipino security forces defying all odds to protect and preserve national interest in the face of overwhelming adversities at sea. Reporting from Palawan, David Santos, CNN Philippines.